What's up guys, and welcome back to Mathematical Mindset. So right here we have this math problem that says 4 raised to the power of x is equals to 8x. We are to find the value of x. So guys, the first thing guys you want to do is to simply rewrite the equation. Now rewriting the equation right here, we have this to be 4 raised to the power of x minus 8x is equals to 0. So right here, we aim to find the value of x for which the equation is equals to 0. So we want to simply find the value of x for which this is equals to 0. Now hence, analyzing this equation, it cannot be solved algebraically. However, we can solve it using two approaches. Now you can either make use of the numerical approximation method or you make use of the graphical method. For the course of this video, I'm going to solve this using the numerical approximation method. So I'm going to make use of this method to solve this equation right here. So using the numerical approximation method to solve this, you want to start with an initial guess for x. So starting with an initial guess for x, so we are going to say for x equals to 0, we want to solve for this. So we have this to be 4 raised to the power of 0 minus 8 into 0 is equals to 0, and 4 raised to the power of 0 is 1 minus 8 multiplied 0 is 0, which is equals to 0. Alright, now 1 minus 0 is 1, which is equals to 0. So this is not equals to 0. So therefore, we can say the initial guess that x is equals to 0 is invalid. So right here, let's simply take another initial guess for x, and that will be for x equals to 1. So we're going to say for x equals to 1, we have the equation to be 4 raised to the power of x minus 8x is equals to 0. So for x equals to 1, we have this to be 4 raised to the power of 1 minus 8 into 1, which is equals to 0. 4 raised to the power of 1 is 4 minus 8 multiplied 1 is 8, which is equals to 0. And 4 minus 8 is going to give us minus 4, and this is not equals to 0. So therefore, we can say the initial guess that x is equals to 1 is invalid. So guys, let's try out for x equals to 2. Now you can continuously solve this until you get a valid solution for the equation. So for x equals to 2, we have this to be 4 raised to the power of 2 minus 8 into 2, which is equals to 0. And 4 raised to the power of 2 is 16, minus 8 multiplied 2 is 16, which is equals to 0. And 16 minus 16 is 0, which is equals to 0. So from this, we can say that the initial guess that x is equals to 2 is a valid solution. So right here we already have a valid solution. So I'm going to test this up to 5. Okay, so for x equals to 3, let's try this if we're going to have another valid solution. So we have this to be 4 raised to the power of 3 minus 8 into 3, which is equals to 0, and 4 raised to the power of 3 is 64, minus 8 multiplied 3 is going to give us 24, which is equals to 0. So subtracting this right here, we have this to be 40, and this is not equal to 0. So therefore, we can say that x equals to 3 is invalid. So right here, guys, let's try for x equals to 4. So we say for x equals to 4, we have this to be 4 raised to the power of x minus 8x is equals to 0. So we have 4 raised to the power of 4 minus 8 into 4 is equals to 0. And 4 raised to the power of 4 is given as 256 minus 8 multiplied 4 is going to give us 32, which is equals to 0. Okay, so 256 minus 32, we have 6 minus 2 is 4, 5 minus 3 is 2, so we have this to be 224, which is not equals to 0. So therefore, we have that x equals to 4 is invalid. So I said I'm going to test up to 5. So let's test for x equals to 5. We have this to be 4 raised to the power of 5 minus 8 into 5, which is equals to 0. 4 raised to the power of 5 is given as 1024 minus 8 minus 5 is 40, which is equals to 0. So subtracting this, we have this to be 984, which is not equals to 0. So therefore, x equals to 5 is invalid. So we have been testing up to 5, and we have been able to find just one value for x, and that is given as x equals to 2. So therefore, we can say that x equals to 2 is a valid solution for 4 raised to the power of x is equals to 8x. So guys, this is how you can solve this type of question.